Okay.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and good day, ladies. Thank you for attending our meeting this afternoon. And as all of you had known, this is our second meeting for our design department's family day. So today's main agenda is we will be discussing each of our progress for this event. To begin with, I would like to quickly review the minutes of our last meeting. Six people had attended the meeting and no absentees on that day. So that's great. We have divided our tasks for the event, which I believe by now all of you are aware of your own tasks. And we also have found the perfect solutions for our last problem. Um, Now, is there any amendments that is needed for this minutes?
I think no.
Okay, if no, can someone move
Eh,
that the minutes of our last meeting be accepted?
Okay, I will propose that the minutes of the last meeting be accepted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I second the motion.
All right, thank you. Thank you to all of you. Before we proceed, is there any matters arising or any problem that you guys encountered for this event?
For me,
No,
No, no for
none
you.
so far. None so far, Miss
Ah,
Aqilah.
okay. Okay, let us proceed to our main agenda, the progress report for our department's family day. First, Miss Fatin Maisarah, would you like to start?
okay, yes, thank you so much, Miss Aqilah. So, I was in charge for finding us a nice event place for our family day event. So this is the option one, which is Sunway Lagoon. It's only 50 minutes from KL and from our office actually. So for the price of this option, it's quite pricey, but it includes all the booking place, the activities, and also 3 meals for the adults and the children's. So the total is 5,100 ringgit. So while for the facilities, they provide us a private area for our company to do any activities and also welcome banner, bottle mineral water, and discount for the admission fee and the activities that will be uh, doing at Sunway Lagoon. So these are several activities that they list out for us, like water park, extreme park, amusement park, wildlife, and scream park, and also Nickelodeon Lost Lagoon. This as we know, this is the most popular activities that Sunway Lagoon provide for their customers. While for the food is breakfast, lunch, and tea time, they provide for us, and also but the drawbacks for this option is the time that they provide for us to do our event is only start from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. only. So I think we might have any additional activities for us to do the event until night. So this not really, even though it provide us a lot of facilities activities, but this is the big drawback for us. So next. Okay, this is the activities or the pictures of the activities that we might be doing there. Okay. Okay, let's look at the option two. Option two is Tadong Hill Resort. It's only 45 minutes from KL, and the price is quite cheaper than Sunway Lagoon, which only 2,325 ringgit, which provide the same things that Sunway Group provide for us, but with a cheapest price. And for the facilities, uh, they give us to use all the facilities that they will provide, and also event space for us. And addition from what Sunway Lagoon couldn't give to us is a private barbecues place. So, while for the activities, they also have like water activities that at the lake, and team building activities, and we can enjoy the panoramic scenery there, and also adventure activities. And the activities here is very kids friendly. It's suitable for our kids there. And while for the food, it's also provide breakfast, lunch, and tea. While for the time here, they provide us they give us to do our event from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. So we are able to do our activities like BBQ. So for me, option 2, I think is the best for us and it's quite cheaper. So this is some of the activities that we'll be doing there. And we can see how there are activities that kids friendly for the our kids workers. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Fatin. I really like the idea of having our family day at the Tadom Hill Resort because there are a lot more advantage compared to the first option, and it is
Yes,
also budget friendly. So,
true.
what about everyone? What do you guys think?
I agree with our Miss Chairperson too because it is budget friendly indeed, the second option. And the time that we were given to spend over at the venue is also much more longer compared to the first option. So I
Yes.
agree with the idea of the second option as our venue.
Okay. So how about you, Miss Ains? Do you agree with this?
I please unmute your mic.
Okay, I'm sorry. I agree too because I have something to propose with that option actually.
Okay,
All
that's
right.
nice.
Okay, Miss Fatin Aisyah and Miss Izyan Najat, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I agree with the second option.
Okay, now,
I also agree with the second option.
all right,
Okay, it's
thank you.
great.
Now it is confirmed that we choose Tadom Hill Resort as our venue. Next, can we move on to Miss Nuraisyah Ain for our activities?
Okay. Thank you, Miss Aqilah. So as for activities, but we can see that the venue proposed already had their own activities. So as our event is scheduled until night time, so we would like to add night barbecue as the additional activity. And as we see in the option 1, there is no barbecue place provided, but in option 2 there is private barbecue provided. So I think it is nice if we have night barbecue. And I have calculated the price for all the participants, and the total is 900 ringgit. And the second activity that I would like to propose is lucky draw. I have discussed it with gift person in charge, which is Miss Najat. So I would like to do lucky draw during our barbecue session. Hello.
Okay,
I
that's
think
a
it's a
nice
nice
one.
idea, Ain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything else, Miss Ain?
That's all from me, Miss Aqilah. Thank you.
All right. Okay, thank you. Now let us pass the floor to Miss Izyan Najat to share with us on her ideas on our gifts. So please, Miss Izyan.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss. Assalamualaikum and afternoon, everyone. For the upcoming events, I'm in charge of gifts or souvenir. As we all know, it is a must for a game or activity is accompanied by prizes for enlightened people. And in total, the prize will be in 4 parts. Firstly of all, prizes for the winners of the games and activities that have been told by Ain a moment before. The prizes, next. Okay, this is the game's winners. The prizes will be in form of hampers that are given to first place, second runner-up, and also the third place. The first place winner is a little special, amounting to about about 200 ringgit. Then the second hamper is 150 ringgit, and the third place is 100 ringgit. Next, not to forget, prizes for consolation. Winners are also provided in the form of small hamper with a budget of 30 ringgit each for 3 winners. And next, The prizes for the lucky draw are a little special. For those who didn't win in any games or activities have the opportunity to win quite attractive prizes, namely a bicycle for kids, a fan, and even two adorable teddy bears. We are considering gifts for the children because due to the number of children that are involved with our event, after all, kids really love gifts, aren't they? And last but not least, special goodies are also served for all employees who have worked to manage this event. The goodies will be come along with a face towel and hand sanitizer wrapped beautifully in an eco-friendly box. That will be the end of my presentation. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Miss Izyan. I really love the idea of the dog gift. Great job. So, is there anyone would like to say something?
I just want to say that I very love all the options that Miss Najat gave for the kids and for the workers too. Good job. I think it's good.
Okay, thank you. Last but not least, let us move on to the next presenter, Miss Fatin Aisyah. Could you please share with us your progress in logistics?
All right, so I will be presenting my progress on logistics. Next slide. Okay, so there are transportation and also electronic appliances. Next. Okay, so for the transportation, I have two options and I have already contacted them. And these are the options, I mean the features that they have provided. Okay, so both of the company, they have a very good review, and the bus that they provided also new and very comfortable. Okay, so what the differences between them is that the price itself. Okay, so for the option one, the company is Bus Elite. Okay, so as you can see in the slides, one trip is around 350 ringgit, and for the two-way trip, it is around 600 ringgit. And for the feature, they have provided around seat for 40 people and karaoke entertainment system, DVD, GPS, and also surveillance camera. I think that this option is really good. And for the additional info, I think that the price include fuel, toll, parking, and also for the driver. Okay, so next.
Nice.
Okay, so these are the pictures that were provided by the company. Yeah, it is very comfortable, and I think that these companies really have a good review. I mean, they provide a very good service. Next. For the option two, Merry World Holidays, they are a bit pricey because they provided an agent that could speak in any language. For example, Malay, Tamil, and also Mandarin. And for the price, for one trip only, it's around 848 ringgit. And for a half day, it's around 1050 ringgit. And the features, they are the same as the first option, which they have a very comfortable seat, karaoke, DVD players, and the capacity is 45 people. Okay, so in my opinion, I think that option one is the best option for us because they are within our budget, and the service that, I mean, the review is also good. Okay, next. Okay, so for the electronic appliances for our event, I think we need one LCD projector, two microphones, two speakers, and also microphone stand. This one will be provided by our office, and I have already contacted them, and they said that they will provide these items on the day itself. And yeah, for this part, it is already settled.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, by the way, there are no costs are needed for this one.
Oh, that's
Okay.
great.
Yep, that will be great. So, is there anything else, Miss Fatin Aisyah?
No.
All right, great. Thank you for your presentation. Now we will move on to our next agenda, which is the financial report. So, Miss Aina, the floor is yours.
All right. So as you can see in the slide right now, this is the initial approved budget for each categories. All right. So first we have the approved budget, which is 6,000 ringgit for the venue itself. And just now, as presented by Miss Fatin Maisarah, and we have already decided on the option two, which costs 2,325 ringgit. So for the venue, we managed to save 3,675 ringgit. Then the approved budget for the activity is 1,000 ringgit, and Miss I have already calculated the estimated cost for the activities, which is 900 ringgit. So for activity, we managed to save as much as 100 ringgit. And then the initial budget given to Miss Izyan Najat for the gifts was 1,500 ringgit. And she managed to find gifts that only cost at 1,055 ringgit. So overall, we managed to save 445 ringgit for the gifts section. Next, we have approved as much as 1,000 ringgit for Miss Fatin Aisyah to find a transportation, and she managed to come with an option that is cost only 600 ringgit. So there itself we have managed to save 400 ringgit. So last but not least, the initial emergency fund reserve was as much as 200 ringgit. But after saving all of that cost from the other sections, we managed to save about 4,820 ringgit for the emergency fund itself. So to conclude, we managed to stay below the overall budget, which was 9,700 ringgit. So that's all from me. Thank you, Miss Chairperson. I pass back to you.
All right, thank you, Miss Aina. If anyone is still not clear about the budget, please feel free to ask now. Anyone?
No, I think it's clear already. Thank you, Miss Aina.
Okay. For our next agenda, is there any other business that you would like to say? No?
I think for me it's no, Miss Aqilah.
All right.
While for others,
What about the
no
others?
too. I think
Okay, I'll take that as a no.
okay.
Okay, so since we have no any other business, we'll move on to our next agenda, which is agenda for our next meeting. I would like to decide the agenda for our next meeting. So based on what had been discussed today, I can see that almost 80% of our task is completed. So for our next meeting, I would like to see the confirmation for our bookings and also a complete itinerary for all those activities. And okay, last but not least, let us move on to around our roundtable assessment. Is there any other things that you would like to say for this event? Please feel free.
Miss Chairperson, I would like to ask Miss Ain whether she could please ask around and see if there are any vegetarian among our staff. And if there are, please make sure there are vegetarian meals provided for them. Miss Ain, can you please do that?
Okay, sure, Miss Aina. Thank you for the reminder. I will collect the details and provide the details in the next meeting. Thank you.
Okay, thank you to both of you. Anyone? Miss Fatin, and Miss Izyan?
I think I have one question. I think we missed out something just now. for the transportation, we haven't decided which option would we choose, right? Either option 2 or option 1 for the
Yeah,
transportation,
I
right?
see. So, for me, in my point of view, I think that option one is quite good, but I'm still going to ask about your opinion. So, what do you guys think?
For me, I think option 1 is much better. Like for option 2, like Miss Fatin Aisyah just said just now, they provide us the agent that can speak Malay, Mandarin, and Tamil. I think we doesn't need the agent to help us for our event.
Yeah, true that.
I think option 1
Okay,
is much better, much cheaper, and provide all facilities that we need.
true. So, anyone else?
I
I
agree too
Mm-hmm.
with option 1 because yeah, it's cheaper.
All right. So, can I take it
I
that
I
everyone is has agreed on it on option one for our bus?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you to all of you. Thank you for your participate. Thank you for participating on this meeting. So, with that, I will end this meeting now. Thank you for joining us. Meeting is adjourned.